Hey guys, it's Common Saturday today. Today's topic, I want to go over a discussion I was having yesterday with my senior, Sifu Victor Tang, and he was telling me that and this is of course a concept which I knew of for many years, but he said that your Sifu, your teacher, can only take you part way in your learning, and you have to do the rest on your own. And that's very true. Now he was saying 10 or 20% or something like that. I've heard people say 50% or whatever. But regardless, though, it's generally understood that your teacher can only bring you, a certain distance, and then you have to figure out the rest on your own. All right, and that is where, I kind of say that each person essentially makes their own martial art. Okay, and I want to go over this right now because learning techniques is great, and we spend a lot of time with that kind of thing. I made a lot of videos over with that kind of thing, but it's very important to understand that these are just to kind of plant seeds in your head. Now, when I was learning, I learned in a very traditional way. All right, so I mean, my first coach was Mac Mia, and then I learned boxing from him. And then I went to Hong Luk Kung Fu in Chinatown, Toronto, and then I learned Choi Li Fut and Do Pi, the way and things. And then came Wing Chun and Bagua and Xing Wing Chun through Master Sunny Tang, and then more Wing Chun through Sifu Paul Styles, Bagua, Xing Yi. But one thing that they all had in common, because all of them are very old school people, they're all like that. They will give you a little bit, and then you have to kind of find your own way from there. You have to take what they give you, and you have to run with it. All right. And if you can't do that, if you're not willing to put in the effort and time and effort, well, that's you're just not going to make it. Okay. And that's the thing. And when I say make it, I don't mean necessarily winning titles in the ring, or I don't necessarily mean being an instructor or whatever. I mean just your own growth. Understanding, learning the martial arts is much more than just getting titles or whatever, or getting some belts under your name, right? It's about enhancing your life. There's no expression. They say your parents give you life, but your Sifu shows you how to keep it. Okay. Now, some people will look at that old school way of training, teaching people, and they'll think that that's lazy on the teacher's part. It really isn't. Okay. I know they think it is. Okay, but it's not. Okay, because they understand the importance of you figuring things out on your own. Okay, I figured out so many things on my own. I have so many revelations. Sometimes they come to me at weird times. I've had revelations come to me when I'm driving. Things come to me when I'm making dinner. I'm cooking dinner, and I say, "Oh shit! Like that works. I get it now." That kind of thing. Okay, and when you have lessons like that, when you learn like that, it sticks with you. If your Sifu gives you everything, and you don't ever think for yourself, well, then you'll never learn to think for yourself. Okay, you have to understand how to learn and grow and be your own person. Okay. Now, taking Wing Chun as an example. Okay, I've trained with all kinds of people, and the majority of them have been through the Moyat lineage. Okay, which in turn comes from Ip Man. All right, but I don't think I've ever seen two Sifus do the Wing Chun the same way. Okay, they're all a little different because you inject your own personality and your own essence into it. Okay, so when I wrote my book, Central Line Boxing, all right, that was kind of the idea. I wanted to sort of bring that idea forward where you just see personalities, and they're very broad, and then from there you can do all kinds of things. Okay, so if I say chopping personality is one, right? Well, okay, it can be a downward chop. It can be a chop horizontal, diagonal down, diagonal up, right? It can be like a ridge hand strike, right? It can be a scoop kick, right? It can be a round kick, right? It can be all kinds of things, but that's all like chopping, okay? So you start with one concept, chopping. Boom, boom, there's a chop, okay? Boom. But from there you have all kinds of things, okay? So everything, you know how there's the form, Tao means the little idea, all right? Well, everything starts with a little idea, and it's up to the student to make it into a bigger idea to expand it, okay? You have to do that, all right? And then it will eventually become your own martial art, okay? So it's you know, at the same time, you know, don't be obsessed with reaching the end. Well, there is no end actually, but I mean, don't be obsessed with reaching an advanced level, I should say. Okay, but try to just enjoy the journey. The journey itself, that is where all the treasure is. It's the journey, because the journey never actually ends. Okay, there's no destination. I know people think that getting a black belt or whatever is the end of the journey, but it's not. Okay, I have a friend who's Shotokan black belt, very high ranking, about fifth, sixth degree. And he told me that his sensei told him many years ago, decades ago now, he said, "You're a black belt now." When he first got his black belt, now you're a serious student. and, and the guy said, like, "What?" And he said, "That's right. You're a serious student. Okay, don't go getting a big head here. Okay, you're just a serious student. That's all. Nothing more." And you know, and it's just a reinforcement that you're always learning. Okay, I mean, I'm always learning. My sifus are always learning. My seniors, they're always learning. Okay, you never stop until you're in the grave. Even then, you might come back as something else. So that's debatable. But anyways, you know, Sifu Paul swears that we knew each other in a previous life. He swears up and down that we died. I'm not gonna argue that. It's very possible. But he says that because of the connection that we have, and this is not the first time we've done this. We've done it before, a long time ago, in a different lifetime. You know, so, maybe it's true. Maybe it is. Okay. But the point of all this is that, remember, your Sifu can only bring you part way, and you have to come the rest of the way yourself. Okay, yeah, and make it your own. All right. Don't ever let anyone tell you that what you're doing, that you're not allowed to modify anything. You're not allowed to inject your own essence and personality into things. There are a lot of people who think that way. All right, but they're just very close-minded, and they're only showing their own ignorance when they do that. All right. Every person, the development, the growth of the individual is more important than any set system. Okay, and you know, again, little idea, right? Starts with a little idea, becomes a bigger idea. All right. Gonna end off with a little scene from Cobra Kai, which I saw. Is actually from one of the Karate Kid movies, but I saw it recently in the Cobra Kai series, and that was there was a bonsai tree, right? And then and Mr. Miyagi told Daniel, he said, "Well, if the roots are strong, the tree will grow in your own way. It's not going to be the same way, right? But it's still a bonsai, right? So you know, you will grow in your own way, all right? Now, is the way I practice my martial arts exactly the same way I was taught? No, it's not. And my sifus who I trained with, who taught me, would tell you that the last thing they want me to do is to become clones of them. Okay, they want you. Any good sifu will want you to grow, will want you to develop, and will not stand in the way of that. All right, and that's the thing. And if you get someone who's so close-minded, says, "Don't do this, don't do that, you can't do that," you know what? If that's leave them. Okay, you don't waste your time there. Okay, and that's a thing, you know. And unfortunately, there are some of these guys out there, and it can be very difficult for the untrained person, for the layman to understand how to spot that. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, so of course I can spot them, but not everyone can, and that can be a real challenge. Okay, but just take my word for it. Anyone who tries to stifle your growth, your evolution, they're just a shitty teacher. Walk away. All right. So remember, your teacher can only bring you part of the way, you have to come the rest of the way yourself. You can question anything, all right? You can question me. Go ahead, question me. Challenge me. Go ahead, all right? No, I can back up the things I say, all right? But if something doesn't seem right to you, talk to me. Tell me, okay? Maybe something isn't right for you, okay? If you're 6'6", 6'8", then maybe some things I'm telling you won't work out too well for you. It depends, all right? And if you're, you know, 5'2", maybe some of the things have to be changed also, okay? Right? You have to figure out, you know, what makes sense for you, okay? But your growth, your evolution, your individuality, that's the key, all right? Remember something, when you're a black belt, when you're a gold sash, whatever, you're a serious student. But you never, ever, ever stop being a student. All right? So, anyways, the next Comic Saturday I do, I should be able to do one. I will be in Miami. And then we're gonna, I'm gonna have to see how the videos are gonna be. I'm gonna be in the Caribbean doing stuff, whatever. But anyway, next Comic Saturday will be in hot, sunny Miami. Okay, so see you guys later.